Are you ready to answer this question?
I am.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you. Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. A farmer has 15 sheep.
Yes.
All right. A farmer has 15 sheep. All but 8 of them die. How many are left? Well, do you know the answer?
The actual answer?
The actual answer.
I know I've heard it, but I don't know it right now.
Do you want some time to think about it? Would you like me to repeat it?
So all but 8 of them die.
A farmer has 15 sheep. All but 8 of them die. How many are left? Keep it simple. Remember, this is simplicity training. Take it literally. Keep it simple. A farmer has 15 sheep. All but 8 of them die. How many are left?
Oh, 8. Right.
Thank you. See how long that took?
Yeah.
All right. Since you enjoy math so much, we're going to take you on another little journey, if you don't mind playing along.
Please.
All right. What's your name?
Matthew.
All right, Matthew. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. No one use a calculator for this. Do it in your head. All right? All right?
Okay.
All right. You're driving a bus. It already has 15 passengers on it. You arrive at your first stop. 6 people get on, 2 people get off. You go to the next stop. 7 people get on, 3 people get off. You go to the next stop. 10 people get on, 4 people get off. You go to the next stop. 5 people get on, 10 people get off. What's the bus driver's name? What's the bus driver's name?
I don't know.
You forgot your own name? Didn't I say you were driving the bus?
Very good, thank you.
You get the point?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for volunteering. This teaches you something about distraction. All right?
My wife counted the number of people that got on and off and came up with 24.
That's all well and good. Of course, that wasn't the question.
It's probably an accurate answer.
It may be. Now, will you pull the next number? Yes, it is. And all the 14s with it.
All the 14s with it. Okay. Wow. Right. So the first one I just pulled says laws as states.
Yes.
And then we will reveal. Should I read them off as I'm flipping them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The 4 laws as states of being.
Okay. The first one is
The first law is you exist.
yes,
The first state of being, thus, then, is
oneness and being.
oneness and beingness. The second law, the one is all, the all are one. And the state of being that goes with it is
Separation and connection.
separation and connection. The third law, what you put out is what you get back. And the state of being that goes hand in hand is reflection and attraction. The fourth law is change is the only constant. All things change except for the first 3 laws. And the state of being is action and experience. Thank you very much. You may sit down. This translation of the 4 laws that underlie everything in creation, translated into states of being, is what can allow you to gain a better foothold on understanding how to apply the 4 laws in your daily life. if you understand that you can apply them as states of being, allow yourself to shift into these states of being and, in a sense, combine these states of being into one overall state of being, that will be the state of your true essence, your true self, that will allow you to flow effortlessly from the idea to the manifestation, from the idea to the manifestation in physical reality. Beingness, oneness, we have already discussed. You are everything in that sense. You are one thing. One is all, the all are one. Again, a reinforcement of that idea, but through the concept of reflection. Through that concept, you understand that the one becomes the many by self-awareness, by self-reflection. One by itself has no concept of another. Thus, in that sense, in the oneness, there is actually no self-awareness. One must become all that is before one can actually become aware of itself. And once it becomes aware of itself, then there is the other. There is polarity. There is the dichotomy. There are all things that spin out from it, what you call the Big Bang, the expansion into everything that is made of the one thing. What you put out is what you get back. Again, these ideas of attraction, laws of attraction, are things that you can understand with regard to creating that resonance that will identify as, identify with, and allow that to be the experience. Allow that to be the manifestation, that which reflects back to you, exactly like a mirror, what it is you are. And the idea of change, the action that you take, the experience that you have, that is put into the soul, that changes it, that shifts it from parallel experience to parallel experience, from alternate reality to alternate reality. These state of being translations of the four laws themselves are ways in which you can apply, physically apply the four laws in your life, in thought, word, and deed, in everything you do, in every circumstance and every situation, because once again, here and now, for the first time ever, once again, we remind you, circumstances do not matter. Only your state of being matters. Circumstances do not matter. Only your state of being matters. State of being creates circumstance. Circumstance does not create state of being. You may choose to react to circumstance that creates within yourself a state of being, but you are creating the state of being. The circumstances have no power to create your state of being. Circumstances are neutral, devoid of meaning. Life itself, I remind you again for the first time, is meaningless. It has no built-in meaning. You decide the meaning. That's your gift from creation. You decide the meaning. What you put in is what you get out. What you decide the circumstances are determines what you experience and what state of being you choose to be. And when you choose to be the state of being you prefer, all circumstances can be viewed in that light and labeled in that way, thus then giving you always a positive effect in your energy. Without assumption, they must turn out a certain way. When individuals in your metaphysical community talk about the idea, expect a miracle, expect positive reality, expect this, it is not the same meaning of the word as drop your expectations. Expect and expectation is simply a way of saying know who you are, know what the state of being you are in is reflective of. And in that state of being, you know that miracles are the norm. That's what that phrase actually means in the way you have structured your language. Expectations are generally the idea of assumptions and limitations you're placing on your ability to actually expect a miracle. So, expect the unexpected and expect that you can live without expectations. The idea used in that way may make it a little clearer as to how the intention behind a similar word is actually meant to describe this mechanism. The expect the miracle is simply a state of knowingness. Expectations are belief systems and definitions that may be limiting your ability to know who and what you are. So, allow yourselves the opportunity to look at the 4 laws, play with the 4 laws as states of being, and remind yourself that the circumstances themselves, regardless of what they are there to serve you. Always there to serve you. Always what needs to be there because they are what's there. Again, keep it obvious. Keep it simple. Why is this here? It's here to serve me. How do I know that? Because it's here. Because there is no other purpose to it. How do I know there's no other purpose to it? Because I said so. Who's going to contradict me? No one. Why? Because I am all there is in my universe. There you go. Follow the thread back to the basic simplicity of the science of the obvious. I am one. If I am one, in that sense, the one thing making me, making all of us, but making me unique, making me with the ability to choose, then I can choose what I prefer. There will be no one who can contradict me because everyone else in my reality is simply my version of them. So if anyone contradicts me, I'm contradicting myself. That's all there is to it. It's a reflection. It's a reflection. And again, I am not taking away from the fact that you can play the game of objective observer, recognizing when someone may be doing something that is not similar to the vibration that you prefer. Nevertheless, the idea is that it's still created in your reality, and the only way that it feels like an objective observation is that you have been willing to simply neutralize it. It's still something you're creating in your reality, but when you neutralize its effect, when you neutral it out and know that it has not got built-in meaning, then it takes on the quality of neutrality. The quality of neutrality is what you call objectivity, even though it's still subjective. So objectivity is simply subjectivity that has been neutraled out, devoided of meaning. That's all objectivity is. You've neutralized it, taken it back to its 0 point where you're not actually automatically assigning any particular assumption to it. You're just observing it. That's what I see. That's what it is. I'm recording it. I am not reacting. I'm not responding. I'm just observing. You're still creating it, though. So it's up to you to decide then what meaning you want to give it, if any at all, and use it in your way because it's all you anyhow. That's all it is. It's all you anyhow. Doesn't take away from the fact that everyone else also exists too. This is the great paradox of creation. Each and every single one of you, when you become one with all that is, from your own point of view, every single one of you will realize that when you become one, everything is you and you are all that's left. But all of you will have that experience. You will all know yourself as the only one that's there. That's the great paradox. And that shows you the multidimensionality of all that is. So, take a deep breath. Make it your own. Take another deep breath. Make it your own. Take another deep breath and make it your own. Now, April, are there any pieces of paper left? Would you like to rip them off? What's under them?
Okay, so comes number 4. Penny, nickel, quarter.
Do you have a penny, a nickel, and a quarter? Place them in the channel's hand. Penny here, nickel here, quarter there. All right. Who wants to volunteer for this one? Not all at once, please.
Well, we know we have someone that's coming.
All right.
I pointed, but I forgot that you might not see that. Oh, it's Kim.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day. Take your electronic microphone device. And let us know when you are prepared.
I am prepared.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Now, are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Really?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Here we go. Tommy's mother has 3 children. She called the first one Penny. She called the second one Nick. What did she call the third one?
Tommy.
Thank you. Very good. You're catching on. You may sit.
Thank you.
You may, is there... You may, if you wish, rip off the 6 if you volunteer to answer it.
Okay, I'll take a chance.
All right.
Oh,
Man in black. Would you like to take the hot seat?
all right.
Thank you. No.
Okay, here I am.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Man in black. Are you
Man
ready?
in black. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. A man dressed all in black walks down a country road. A car, black car with no lights on, comes screaming around the corner and screeches to the halt. How did the driver see the man in the road?
It's daylight.
Thank you! Now you're catching on.
See, just had to assume that it wasn't dark outside.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you may rip the rest of them off.